Greetings, my friends, and welcome to a new edition of PRLostGalaxy2014's toy reviews on Power Ranger products. Anthony Mars Jr., and I welcome you guys all to my review of my, and believe it or not, my longest anticipated review on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie Legacy Power Morpher. As you can see, it only comes with 2 power coins for the movie Morpher. That being only 2 power coins that belong to Tommy as his job when he was on his duties as the White Ranger. When he was the White Ranger, with his Tiger Zord coin on the left and his Falcon Zord coin on the right. The movie Morpher is in the middle, where it showcased all of this. You got all 6 Rangers pictured. You got the movie's logo. The power is on, and the only at Toys R Us exclusive, sticker bumper on here, because if you're going to your local Toys R Us, if you want to pick this stuff up, you got to go there. You got to go to your local Toys R Us, because if you go anywhere like Walmart and so, they don't have this kind of stuff, because Toys R Us has all this stuff only for us, longtime fans, and since they are collector's items, they got to make them overpriced and fancy with die-cast and stuff. So if you see my recent toy hunt video overnight last night, you knew I got this at my local Toys R Us for about $54.99, and it was really worth the money to pick this up, because I really wanted to get the Legacy movie Morpher so bad. Because back in my toy hunt, I was trying to see if they had the Legacy movie edition Black Ranger figure, but you're just gonna have to wait a little while until I do the full review of all the movie figures, plus Ivan Ooze and so forth. So you're going to have to wait till then. But unfortunately, this will be a separate review. Trust me, because I don't want to do this review on the Morpher while I have to do the figures. Well, the figures will have to wait. Even though I already got the white and pink Rangers prior, but this is going to be no exception when I do such with this and show you the details. And even though you do have, I really like the box art. It's very reminiscent and a very well remodeled throwback on the packaging for the toys that supported the movie 20 years ago. And then on the side you do have a photo of the White Ranger, very cool looking, and then also details of what the product looks like, with all of this, with the 2 coins, the Morpher, the holster, and also on the bottom is the story about the movie, in case you don't know the story of what the movie was. If you have never seen Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, before, just go ahead, check it out when you guys get the chance. If you are not a fan of the show, you can just always check out the movie anytime you want. And of course, this is the top of the box with the film's logo and what product is this, and it's just, I really like the way how they really showcase this so far. And I've been waiting to get this, so let's take a look at what it looks like outside of its box. Just look at that. I never really thought that this Morpher is such a beauty as a collector's item. So the holster is out, the Morpher is out, and the 2 power coins. And I would never really guess for the Legacy Morphers that the coins would feel this heavy, because due to all of this chrome and die cast, because whenever you have anything die cast, it feels very hardened and heavy, and I really like the tinking sound whenever you click these things together. And I really like the way how they make these so clear, and this is the first time owning power coins of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Legacy. And of course, on both sides of the respective White Ranger power coins, you do have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo. Only the TV logo, but if this is the movie edition of the Power Morpher, they could have at least showed the movie variant of the logo with the movie underneath the title. But what worked for them worked, so I guess they didn't really want to imprint the movie's logo back here, because knowing that it's obviously Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, so they don't really needed to go by that variant. But the Tiger Zord, first time I've ever had a White Ranger related anything when Tommy was again the White Ranger, and this is also my first time owning a power coin of any sorts regarding their Ninjetti or Ninja Ranger powers. With the Falcon Zord, I really liked the way how they did and imprinted the Tiger Zord's symbol. Falcon Zord symbol along with his Tiger Zord symbol. And I figured when they released the Legacy movie Morpher earlier, they could have at least did a second one for the primary 5 Rangers. If the Power Morpher released for the TV show's Legacy line has the Rangers for like one Morpher for the primary 5, for the core primary 5, and the second one for Tommy with his Tiger Zord coin and a Dragon Zord coin. But due to the fact that this is a White Ranger edition, it doesn't really matter, unless if I have to get the coins from when I get the Legacy Power Morpher from the TV's line, then I'll just see how that looks. But, well, since you got the coloring of white on the sides, it doesn't matter. And also, we know that the movie's variant of the Power Morphers do not have the terms Power and Rangers around this red circle here. And of course, this is the first time in my entire life of having Power Ranger toys growing up, have I ever had a Power Morpher from Mighty Morphin. Man, yeah, sure, I can have some of those 5-inch figures, and perhaps when I even used to have one of those 12-inch, or 8-inch, figures of the Rangers, some of them, but not all of them. I just don't have who was available for me. And I never thought of all my life I would have a Power Morpher in my possession. Now I could go around, doing cosplay of the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, since most of the people I know, and especially everyone around the world, likes to do cosplay and stuff of Mighty Morphin. So this is my first Mighty Morphin Morpher in my Power Rangers collection. Yeah, sure, I can get Morphers for Mega Force and Time Force and Dino Charge, but I have to think about the original Teenagers with Attitude. And I definitely love the die-cast metal and chrome all over this Morpher. Whew, it's such a freaking beauty just looking at all this chrome. And then you can even see a reflection of me throughout the Morpher. Now, you just wait until when I get the Legacy Tiger Zord. There is some die-cast on that too. But not Legacy Dragon Zord. That's all mate painted, pretty much. There's the Zoo Ranger symbol on the Morpher. You press this, and you can. And there's the latch, so going like all Dino Buckler, like that. And there's a pushable button where you can do this, whenever you want the Morpher to pop, you gotta go like that. Like that. That's really cool. I never thought I would do this after seeing so many people's reviews. And then also here's an on and off switch down here. When you turn it on, you get the Go-Go Power Rangers beat. And one of the things I didn't understand, well, looking back at the movie now again, is how come when the Rangers initiated their first morph sequence, the first and only morph sequence into the film, they had to, instead of taking the Morpher out off the holster, they put the holsters, like in their hands. They didn't really need the holsters. The holsters is attached to when they're fully morphed, and they didn't really need that. And now I'm not sure which power coin do I want to do, but knowing it's the same sound effects when you use it, I'll just go with Tiger Zord. How's that? And and then also, what was also a big goof when they were filming the movie 20 years ago, they had the Morphers held upside down because it was a little bit jarring and perhaps very confusing when they did it. Because they seriously did not need to go that way, because you're just when you're holding it wrong, when you're going, whoops, I don't want to drop this because this is very expensive, and I almost accidentally lost my grip there, excuse me. And why did they had to have the Morphers upside down when they yell the respective Dino Zord minus Tommy's Tiger Zord, plus Tommy's Tiger Zord, when you go Mastodon, Pterodactyl, and all that? They just really had the Morphers upside down. Well, at least, you have to hold them up. But unfortunately, freaking need the holsters. I'll put it on my belt and also post a photo of me holding the Power Morpher and post it on my Instagram page for my fans. So, yeah. And anyway, if you want to push the coin out, you got to press the Z button, I think. Yeah, to take the coin out, because I accidentally didn't put it properly. You know, when you put the coins into this this slot, it feels like a magnet, but it just snaps in. Now, I'm going to stop the music for this review and play the Power Rangers theme song. The only way how, you press this. Wow, what a show. It's really pretty good, real good. I mean, that was just awesome. And I really like the way how it really works. I mean, although I heard there were some very negative and below average reviews on the movie Morpher, even though it's basically the same replica as the TV Morphers that you have for the Legacy line prior. But due to this being the movie edition of the Morpher, it's pretty much a hit or miss. Personally, I would say this is a indecisive, choice of a pickup, because I like what features are available. I like the way how they modeled the Morpher after the movie. It's just so looking good. I mean, this I was really excited to have, because I don't want to look around like a loser not having anything Mighty Morphin Power Rangers related. And, I just really needed something related to the original Rangers. So, and I really just liked it very much. So, I swear I didn't turn the off switch off, did I? No. So, what do you guys think about a review and show off of the movie Morpher? Do you think this was a pickup? Do you think this is a pass? Do you think I should have gotten the TV Morpher instead? Let me know what you guys think. And I'm off for now. Thanks for watching my review, and it's morphin' time.